This podcast is sponsored by Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/mediahole to get your free 30-day free trial, including one free audio book. There's over 180,000 audiobooks to choose from, and you can listen to them on your iPhone, your Android, your Kindle, or any other device that'll play your MP3s. Once again, that is audibletrial.com/mediahole. And thank you very much, Audible, for sponsoring this pod. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Media Hole Podcast. This is a weekly podcast in which we talk about movies and comics and video games and television and certainly other things. I'm joined by my co-host, Ian.
Oh, hello.
Classy. And my name is Nathan, in case it's your first time. You probably left already, though. Ian.
Yeah.
How's it been? How you doing?
Oh, as I established when I walked into your door, I'm hungover.
Now we've got it on the record.
I'm drinking my Monster, my white Monster, my Boomer juice. If I got some rosé, I'd be killing it over here.
Is White Monster Boomer Juice?
Yeah. No, it's Boomer juice is White Monster and rosé.
Oh.
I'm just calling it Boomer juice because, dear God, I need it right now.
I like White Monster. It's my favorite monster.
It's the best for you.
Yeah.
It's 10 calories.
Only 10 calories.
A lot of sodium, but you know.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing else. There's no sugar in it.
I could make you a cup of coffee.
I don't drink coffee. See, that's the real rough thing in my life is I don't drink coffee, and I'm always tired. Like, I'm sure drinking coffee... Because my sister is even more tired than me. She sleeps like 20 hours a day. If she's not at work, she's in bed. Or smoking weed.
Well, then that answers your question, doesn't it?
But also, she gets like one of those, like the extra large coffee from Timmy's in the morning.
Yeah.
Which sucks because it's still... Even though like it's that fucking massive, still only $2.
Yeah.
But I'm like, can I get like a small creamy chocolate chill, please? And they're like, yeah, $5 for that shitty
It's
drink.
got more ingredients.
It's got more. It's
a more expensive machine to make it.
It's ice. It's just ice.
It's not. They gotta have a machine. It's like a slushy machine.
Whatever. But like, then she's like, you know, people who drink coffee become dependent on coffee, just like how I'm dependent on alcohol.
Yeah. But at least they might like, cancel each other out.
Yeah, uppers and downers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, preferably every mood you have in a day is going to be dictated by some kind of external chemical substance instead of internal.
Also, breaking news. Mike Henry, the voice of Cleveland Brown from Family Guy for the last 20 years.
Oh, no.
He's stepping down.
Oh, no.
Because
I'm so sad.
Black characters should be played by black actors.
Yeah. Everybody raising a stink about it as a fucking loser.
I don't think anyone was raising a stink about Family Guy, to be honest.
No, sorry. I mean, the people who are like, he shouldn't quit.
Oh, whatever. It's his fucking decision.
It's his choice. Also,
I've seen people be like, where it's actually like, hey, maybe it should be like this. But did you see the thing with Mirko from fucking My Hero Academia?
That was stupid.
Yeah, black should sound black, and then you go look it up, and it's a black woman. Even fucking, I saw Brennan Williams tweeting about it. And he's like, "What the fuck?" And he's also, but then he also went into it's kind of racist that you think black people should sound black because classically, people have seen Brennan Williams and go, you're not that black.
You talk white.
Yeah, you talk white.
Yeah, that's
same with
shitty.
Donald Glover.
Same with Donald Glover. You're right.
Maybe just if someone's black, they're black. They don't have to be like, "Hey, yo, homie, what's good?" They can be like, "Hey, yo, homie, what is good?" And guess what? They're still black. I'm very much white.
Yeah. The two whitest people on the planet here.
Discussing
Canadian.
about black people.
Hey, black people. You do you, man.
I got in a bunch of all cops are bastards arguments yesterday.
Nice.
One was with my sister's boyfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I mentioned it before, but his dad's a cop.
Yeah.
So obviously, he doesn't like me calling his dad a bastard. But I even went into all cops are all cops, and boy, do I mean all cops.
Including whatever dumb dipshit cop you're related to.
And then I was talking to, and then even George last night, was talking to him about it. George was like, "Oh, not all cops," and I'm like, "George, all cops."
All cops.
As long as there's bad cops and the good cops aren't calling them out, it's all cops. And then he's like, but there's the system of ranks, and like you can't just start attacking people up top. And it's like, you should, because that's your fucking job, is to make people safe. And if there's people above you making people unsafe, it's fucked up.
Well, that, and on top of that, right, like, is that even a good cop is forced to enforce an immoral law, right? Like, if it's illegal to be somebody who possesses heroin, the cop will have to arrest that person, even though it's not morally wrong to have heroin on you.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm sorry, I saw a meme that says the 25-year-old Coomer, but it's supposed to be cumin. Like that one, it's not like the Coomer like coming. And it's just like this face, but it's all the little things are about making Mediterranean food. Fucking don't like cumin.
Well, do you have the thing that makes it taste like soap? Or wait, that's cilantro.
That's cilantro. And I do have that as well, but I ignore it because last time
like cilantro.
Because it's fine. No, it's like I don't particularly like cilantro. It's just that I think it adds something.
Yeah.
So like when we had tacos last week.
Yeah, that was good.
But there was cilantro on them, and I didn't really have an option to not have cilantro.
Yeah, it didn't let me select it.
Yeah, because Border MX is just like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You getting cilantro. That is authentic Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, whatever. I just eat it, and I don't pay attention to it. Yeah. Where I was cooking with it, like, because I used to do HelloFresh and shit.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of I kept getting meals that were like, put cilantro in it. And my mom would be in like the other room watching CNN, acting like she's more woke than me. And she would just be like, I would open up the package of cilantro, and she'd be like, ah! Because, yeah, my mom has that gene.
Oh, she has that too.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It passes down. You got any news for this week, Ian?
Yeah, Elon Musk is a piece of shit.
Oh, still?
So, do you know Dan Price?
Who?
Dan Price is a millionaire.
Okay.
He runs a, like, small credit card whatever company.
Yeah.
And he was the guy who he was making millions, and then his buddy got in a car accident and realized how fucked the guy was.
Yeah.
And he started to like really look outside of himself and look at his employees and go, these people should be making more. I'm going to figure out how to do that.
Oh, that's the guy who like
he only makes $70,000 a year, despite the fact that he is a CEO of like a company
of a national corporation,
of a multi-million-dollar corporation.
Yeah.
And he went to an accountant to see like how much he could take off of his like pay to pay his employees fairly. So he makes $70,000, and so does all his employees.
That's dope.
And he also cut his salary completely during COVID.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, so he could give. But so
what an ethical person.
So Tesla, the Fremont place, like the factory in Fremont, whatever, they gave workers permission to stay home if they don't want to get COVID. Then last week, it started handing out termination notices
to anybody who stayed home.
Yes. But here's the thing. Elon Musk has added $19.4 billion to his fortune this year.
Of course he has.
Yeah. He's other than Jeff Bezos, he's the richest one right now.
Yeah, he's made the most.
Yeah, in America.
Yeah.
And like that's it. That sucks.
That sucks.
People
behind the Bastards, a podcast I really like, did a good two-parter on Elon.
Because he's a piece of he's a guy who's like a lot of the stuff he does.
I think the only thing you need to know about Elon Musk is that when he got married to his first wife, when they were dancing at their wedding,
I'm gonna bring this shit up again.
It needs to be brought up every time.
I am the alpha.
I'm the alpha in this relationship.
Yeah.
It's because it's funny every time you hear it because you're like, oh, this was 2008.
Yeah. And then he had 5 kids with that woman.
Yeah. Well, 6, but just only 5 made it.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. And then he had a 6th with Grimes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it would be a 7th.
Yeah.
All right, so what were we talking about? Elon Musk is a piece of shit. In other video game-related news...
Oh, yeah?
IGN...
Oh, yeah.
Everyone is just coming out about the former bosses at IGN and about how fucking much they hated them.
Yep.
It's funny, though. All the
really shit.
Yeah, the people who are still there, though, are just like, hey, sucks that happened to you. And it's like, all right, so clearly they were nice to you.
Yeah.
Or they had no issue. But I don't know, just like super toxic workplace. Apparently, according to the people there, now it's amazing. Now it's great, but the previous dudes are just like
so bad.
Yeah, I think there's some woman who worked there. She now is like the head editor at GameSpot.
Yeah, she
said, "Will I ever be like an editor here?" And the guy just straight up looked at her and said, "No." Like she was a writer, not like just fucking pumping out articles like day after day.
Yeah.
Like actual good shit. And the guy just says, "No, you're never moving up in this company." So she fucking left and went to GameSpot.
That'll do it.
Yeah. So what, like, pieces of shit. They were assholes. Also, they were
they
guys,
came up because they started their own business together, even though they'd been called out for like sexual
I don't think they
shit.
started another business. I think they are working at a business.
They're like higher up somewhere.
Yeah, like they left their job at IGN of being like the heads of IGN, and then went to work at this other place where they're still making a lot of money, and it's just they're a consulting firm.
Yeah,
it's called like Level 47 or something. It's
because cancel culture is bullshit.
Cancel culture is bullshit for small time people like that.
Well, no, but for big time too. Like,
I guess you're right.
Look at Louis C.K. He's still, well, not right now, obviously.
No,
but
I think Louis is kind of fucked.
No, he sells out comedy shows. He just doesn't get television ones. He doesn't get Netflix ones.
Yeah, but that's where the fucking money is.
Yeah, but
shows don't make you that much money.
You're right, but if he was actually canceled, he wouldn't be selling out whole fucking venues, right?
Well, it's like the same thing with Harvey Weinstein. Was that one female comedian who saw him at a show and just called him out, and everyone was like, "Why are you being so mean to this predator? What's wrong with you? It's a pedophile here, and you're up there to tell jokes. It's not my problem if you're uncomfortable by the crowd."
Yeah. That comedian's great. Her name's Kelly Bachman.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't know her name.
It's no problem.
I
follow her on Twitter because of that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she's funny too. Her jokes were good.
I think one of my favorite comedian things was like with Michelle Wolf.
Yeah.
Where they invited her to do comedy at the White House like press dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
And all she did was rip apart Donald Trump, and they were like, well, we're never inviting her back. And she she committed career suicide there.
Yeah.
Because they all started to blacklist her because she ripped on the president so hard.
Which is so funny.
It's so lame.
Yeah.
Now she's out doing comedy in the UK.
Yeah. So the thing that's funny about that is like that ripping into people like, oh man, you can't do that. That's going to kill your career. But back in the aughts, George Bush, thinking the people that worked for Bush hired Stephen Colbert to do comedy because they were like, oh, it's a right-wing TV funny man.
They got the character. They thought they were getting the Colbert Report and not Stephen Colbert, noted fucking leftist.
Yeah, like he came out and did a fucking set like just bashing everybody.
Yeah. But I don't think Michelle Wolf had a history of like being this like a right-wing person.
No,
I think they were just stupid and booked a comedian.
I think they were just like, let's find somebody who didn't tweet anything about Trump.
And they just found her.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, she doesn't have a Twitter, maybe?
I just remember I was watching like an episode of 8 out of 10 Cats, which is like a British panel show.
Yeah.
Hosted by Jimmy Carr, because of course it is.
Okay.
And she was on it, and he's just like, Michelle, you got really famous in the United States. And she looks down, she's like, yep. Yeah, I did. Like, yeah, yep, you fucked.
Well, remember fucking, oh my God, what's her name? Kathy Griffin's thing, because she did like a whole thing where it was like a guillotine cutting his head off.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, oh, that's so shocking that you're holding up a fake head. It's like, is it? Is it? Because I'd be cool with it. It's not very offensive. Kill the man.
Yeah.
Just
someone said some person on Twitter said if I'm LGBTQ plus, left out the T there.
Ooh.
Well, it's because the rest of the tweet. You have stable income and you are able to live proudly in your truth. Donations to black trans women should be a part of your monthly budget.
It makes sense.
If you are a cis man and you have a stable income, you should be donating to black trans women as reparations. regular monthly donations. No.
I'm not necessarily going to donate to one person's GoFundMe because I don't think that's reasonable.
No,
but
they're OnlyFans. You get something back.
But happily would donate to charitable organizations.
Yeah.
But
also the way that's written, it makes it sound like, hey, maybe you should just give me money. Reparations for something you didn't do.
Well, reparations are important, and
maybe the government should be working on that, not me.
Be. Also, American people.
Yeah. Well, I think there was slavery in Canada. It's just that they told us to stop, and we were like, yeah, sure.
I thought Canada...
But also, my family didn't live in Canada or America during slavery.
I owe actually a lot of people a lot of things. My great-grandfather fought for the wrong side in World War II.
Damn, that sucks. Well, my dad...
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But, like, my dad's family moved here. My grandfather's dad moved here. My mom moved here when she was 6. Like... I'm a second-generation immigrant, actually.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, technically, but based off of Donald Trump, if Donald Trump became president here, prime minister, and he got rid of the Dreamers Act or whatever, if we had that here,
DACA?
I would be deported. Because they removed.
You were born here.
Yeah, but they removed that shit where if one of your parents wasn't from here and you were born here, you could still be deported.
That's what DACA is? I thought DACA was like if you're first...
Or maybe if you bring a kid
I thought that was the bring the kid.
But I swear they were like trying to deport people who were like actually born in the States, but their parents weren't citizens at the time.
Oh, yeah, because if your parent's not... I think that might be...
And when I was up...
If you're born and your parent isn't a citizen, then you don't necessarily have the birthright citizenship.
My mom was living on a visa until I was like 20.
Damn.
Because... You can't in Canada, at least, you can't deport someone if they are the primary caregiver, a guardian of a child, which is that's totally reasonable. So like up until I was 18, my mom was safe, and then for 23 years she was married to my dad, so who would have given her the green card and shit. So when she lost it, it's like, well, I still have 4 kids under the age of 18. Mm-hmm. Actually, no, 3. My brother was 19 at the time. So, yeah. So she was always safe in the country until like 2013, and she was like, shit, I gotta go get my citizenship now. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I just realized I have like, I've got the mega colonizer guilt on my... I was just like, okay, so my
your mom's German.
Yeah, my mom's family comes from Germany. So my great-grandfather fought for the Nazis. My grandfather, like, illegally left East Germany and then came to Canada, and he's a piece of shit.
Well, is he still alive? Or?
Yeah, he's a
your great grandfather's still alive.
My grandfather,
okay.
My mom's dad. He's
a
piece of shit. My mom had to run away from home at 16. Whatever.
Sicko mode, and now she's doing better than ever.
Hell yeah. And then on my dad's side, they
were Irish,
and English, and then also like. I'm related to John A. McDonald's second wife, so like
sicko mode.
Sorry for the Indian Act, I guess. I mean, I'm not related to him, but I feel I should say it.
So I think being related, even though John A. McDonald. Actually, I don't even know what the fuck. Other than being our first prime minister, what did that man do?
He developed 2 acts that said Chinese people weren't people.
Oh, cool. Never mind. Fuck you, John.
And also the Indian Act. And like residential schools. What?
It's one of those ones where they definitely fucked up the flavor. I opened up a peace tea and like it tastes like shit. Yeah. Still like watery, so I'm gonna.
Oh, that's so weird.
It's happened to me a bunch of times with peace tea, actually.
Sue the Coca-Cola company.
You know what? I should. I'm sure I'll win. They don't have millions of lawyers ready to shut me down. Sue me back for fucking, what is it?
I don't know.
Maybe I should fucking call them and be like, yo, your drink, I've had multiple of these, but this sucks. And they should just, maybe they'll send me a bunch of free ones.
By Arizona.
I like peace tea more.
But...
Arizona does something weird to my body. Actually, when I drink after I drink like a full can, I shit my brains out.
All right.
I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me.
I've never had that.
That's just how it is for me.
Yeah, it should make you want to piss because that's what tea does.
I'm gonna take a piss. Yeah.
Did you know? So Arizona is like the last independent company that like sells.
That's
drinks.
not owned by Pepsi.
It's not owned by Pepsi or Coke.
Well, that's what Peace Tea was made to fuck up with. They were trying to compete.
Because Peace Tea was sort of made. I think it exists in the States, but it's made. It was basically invented because for Canada. Arizona was distributed by Coca-Cola Canada. It was like a contract deal.
Yeah.
And then Arizona just like eventually opened up places in Canada to do it and then ended their contract with Coke. So that they could just do it themselves. But that's why they switched to start being $1.29 because it costs a bit more for them to do that.
It's still cheaper than everyone else.
It's still cheaper than everything else. But then Coke was like, oh, yeah, well, we'll make our own fucking rip-off Arizona because now we know how to do it.
I don't understand Persona people.
Persona people?
They get so upset.
Oh, yeah, Persona people suck.
I feel like either you like Makoto or you think she's the biggest piece of shit in the world.
That's why. I thought you were talking about something else.
No, waifu war shit with Persona just
waifu
sucks
war
ass.
Sucks.
Yeah.
But also...
They're all good girls, except for Oya.
I take Oya over Makoto.
Eat shit.
Fuck you. Makoto's
Fuck you.
a cop.
Makoto's my goddamn wife. You're right, she is a cop. But no, she's not a cop yet. She wants to be one. Maybe she would change her fucking mind.
But speaking of, let's dive right into video game news. The New Game Plus Expo happened this week.
The fuck is that?
It was like a thing.
Cool.
They showed off new games, mostly Japanese stuff. I'll just sum it up quick for you. Mostly good stuff. They showed stuff from SNK, Grasshopper, Falcom, and Arxis.
Oh, so like last week I said JRPGs suck or some shit?
Yeah.
I was talking to Steve yesterday, and he quoted exactly what I said. I'm like, did I say that? And he's like, you've said it twice on different episodes.
You said it 2 episodes in a row. You said fucking JRPGs are the actual words.
Well, there you go. I almost got there again with the Persona stuff.
Anyway, no. So they showed some stuff off at the thing. It was pretty cool. If you like the Yeast games, they announced a new one. They showed off some footage from things. They announced a new Bloodstained game. Super cool.
Oh, yeah.
But when they showed their splash screen saying, like, here are the people that are going to show up, there were Atlas and Sega logos. And so I watched through the entire main show. There was nothing from either Atlas nor Sega. But they had a 30-minute block like a couple hours after the show on the stream, so that must be what they're from. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'll tune into that to see what they've got. And I'm sure a lot of Persona 5 fans also tuned in. And the 30-minute block that they booked out.
Waiting for Persona 6, am I right? That's coming super soon.
Or Persona 5S.
Oh, yeah, Scramble. Why would they give news about it? The game's out, just not for us.
Yeah, well, they're doing that with Yakuza 7.
Because Yakuza 7 actually is getting, like, play here.
Yeah, but so is Persona.
Whatever.
Persona sells better than Yakuza.
You're right.
Anyway, so I tune into this Sega Atlas 30-minute chunk. I figure, like, what is it going to be? It was 30 minutes of gameplay from the Switch version of Catherine Full Body, which is coming out like in a few weeks, so that's a fair thing to do. But the Twitch chat was so fucking mad.
Yeah.
All these fucking Persona fanboys, and I love dumb Persona fanboys where they're like, yeah, I don't really care about 3 or 4. And it's like, you're not a Persona fan. You're a Persona 5 fan.
It's so fucking wild that like it's Persona 5, but it's the third Persona.
The Persona series starts.
What do you
3.
mean? There's a Persona 1 and 2. The first Persona is Persona 3.
There's actually 2 Persona 2s: Eternal Punishment and Innocent Sin.
Okay.
Yeah, they tell this one after another.
Okay, so it's Persona 1. It's Persona 2 1 and Persona 2 2.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Yep. But yeah, that's really funny to make fun of Persona fans. It's so funny because like they're so fucking entitled they're like, I'm pissed off at Atlas for showing this game that's
I'm
coming
so
out.
mad that Atlas has other video games. What the fuck? Why aren't they
I
just
only
the
want
Persona
to see
company?
more Persona 5 only.
Yeah. What do you
Persona
mean?
4 Golden. Who
Maybe
even
Atlas
fucking
West
cares?
should be fucking be developing the new Persona based out of America, because that's what I really want. I think a Persona where I stole Donald Trump's heart would be really cool. Also, Persona 4, is Joker in that one? Is it like a prequel?
Yeah, but like the same thing. It's the same thing for like PC, Xbox One, Yakuza fans. Like, there's nothing wrong with wanting Sega to release 3, 4, and 5 on those consoles. You don't have to be like, fucking Sega is a huge piece of shit. They keep doing this. Fucking 7's coming to PC, but 3, 4, 5, and 6 still aren't on PC.
Yeah.
I'm fucking mad.
I think that is kind of frustrating for the people who actually want to play them, because you're going to play 7 and you're going to get spoiled 6.
Yeah.
Because Kiryu is in 7.
Yeah.
And so is Majima. Like, you're going to hear about things, about games you can't play, which is a bummer. I'm sorry, guys. But also, if you're that really into the franchise, I bought a fucking entire PS4 because I wanted to play Bloodborne.
Yeah, like, it's like the franchise was console exclusive for a long time because nobody wanted it. And now that people want it, you're like, well, not only should they continue to abide me.
It was console exclusive on the biggest console in the world.
Yeah, and I don't think 5 will ever be on a different console.
I think it will.
Here's the reason why.
Yeah.
5 wasn't going to come out. Even though it came out on the PS3 in 2012, it was not going to come out in the West.
5 is the sickest one?
Yeah, 5 is the sickest one. But it was not going to come out in the West because 4, even though it was like, it sold okay, it's really expensive to localize those games.
Yeah, because you have to go through and do every little bit of dialogue and translate
Exactly.
them. Yeah.
And so, like,
it's not like everyone in Japan speaks English.
Yeah, but nobody was buying them. And so then at, I want to say Paris Games Week in 2014, 2015, Sony announced that they essentially went to Sega and said, we're going to pay for the entire process of localizing it, and it'll be a digital-only game on the PS3 in 2015. Like 3 years after the game came out in Japan. Like, that's the longest wait time.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it came out digital-only.
And then Yakuza popped off again.
And then Yakuza popped off again in 2017, and then now they're bringing stuff around.
And then they did, after Yakuza 5, they did 0, right? Or they made 0 at the same time they were making 6.
So 0 came out in Japan in 2015.
Okay.
And
6 came out in 2016.
Yes. So yeah, one after another.
Yeah.
But before 0, between 5 and 0, they did Kenzan, I think. One of the samurai ones that never came. Because there's 2. There's Ishin and Kenzan.
Man, Yakuza is what... Actually, Yakuza was a yearly game franchise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but not anymore.
They were coming out twice yearly here.
Yeah. Well, that's because we stopped. Like, we didn't get them immediately. But fucking... Up until 2018, there was a Yakuza every fucking year.
Yeah.
We just checked... Oh, actually, I guess we still are, because 2019, 7 came out.
Yeah, 2018, 6 came out.
I'm talking about in Japan.
Oh, in Japan.
Yeah.
2016.
It's been a yearly franchise since 2003.
Yeah, 2017, Kiwami 2.
2018, Judgment. Actually, but Judgment also came out.
No, 2019, Judgment. 2018, Fist of the North Star?
You know what? I'm just going to look up Yakuza franchise.
Because if you count Fist of the North Star, I think they've done 1 or more per year.
Okay.
Oh, and the remastered collection, if you count that. 3 of those came out in 1 year in Japan.
Games. Yeah. Okay, so starting in 2005, they had the first Yakuza.
Yep, and then 06.
Then Yakuza 2.
Yep.
Then
Yakuza 3, 2009.
No shit. Then in 2008, they had Ryu Gotoku Kenzan.
Kenzan.
I don't know which one that is.
That's one of the samurai ones.
Then 2009 was 3. So
yep.
2010 was 4.
Yep.
And
2012.
No,
5.
but then also in 2010 was Gotoko Shinsho.
Oh, is that the Life of Black Tiger or Black? Sorry,
I don't know. There's no
Black
English title. It wasn't released here.
There was 2 PSP ones.
Yeah, it came out on the PSP.
Yeah, so there's 2.
Then Dead Souls in 2011.
Yep.
then Yakuza 5 in 2012. 2015 for Western release.
Yep.
Also another PSP one.
Yep. I think
Ishin?
Yeah, Ishin. So that's one of the samurai ones.
Yeah, no Western release. Then there was Zero.
Yep.
And then Kiwami came out in 2016. Kiwami 1 and Yakuza 6 came out in the same year.
Yeah,
2016. 2018 was Yakuza Kiwami 2.
Yeah.
Then 20. Okay, so did I say 2018 for Kiwami 2?
Yeah,
that was the Western release. I fucked up at 17.
Okay.
2018 is the Fist of the North Star. They had an online game.
Yakuza Online. It's for mobile. Yep.
Yeah, and Judgment.
And then Judgment.
And 7 came out 2020.
Yeah, January.
So other than like for the first time in like almost it's like they had a new game every 2 years. Sometimes even having 3 games a year.
Yeah.
Yakuza's a huge franchise in Japan.
Yeah,
because it makes the Yakuzas not look like fucking villains, and that's why and Sega is partially maybe owned by the Yakuza.
Please sponsor us, Sega. We love you.
Sega does make good games.
I love Sega.
Well, they make good games now. They stopped making good games around 2000 to 2015.
They had a rough period. Also, Binary Domain, if that counts as a Yakuza game.
I don't even know which one that is.
So Binary Domain is like a Gears of War-esque game made by the Yakuza team.
Gears of War.
Yeah, it's about a team. It's like a futuristic third-person shooter, like cover shooter, with a friend with like an S-Link mechanic.
That's cool.
And it's great. And
I think more games need S-Links.
And it's like a third-person shooter.
Oh, you want to know the fucking nightmare I went through last night?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a third-person shooter, Gears of War like.
Yeah.
Got it. With S-Links. Sick.
Oh, and,
I had to listen
robots.
to fucking George and Emily and Chris talk about how much they loved The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, I talked to them about that the other day.
No, but like I was just sitting there staring at the menu, like deciding if I wanted to get a pizza or a burger. And they're just going like, "Oh my god, the game is so fucking amazing!" And I'm like, "I don't care. Can we talk about anything else? Let's talk about Min. Come on!"
Yeah.
Like it was. I swear to God, it was a fucking hour of them just talking about how cool they think the game is and how it's a masterpiece. And I'm just like, "Oh god, I don't care."
Yeah, I'll play it. I'll see. I'll play it. I'm gonna borrow Chris's eventually.
I'm just in the camp. I don't care. Like,
yeah.
I don't care if people think it's good. I don't really like The Last of Us that much. Like,
I really like the first one. It's just I heard the spoilers and was like, this is bad.
Yeah.
And not because character dies, but because of other things. Because I think anybody who's like, character dies, I'm not saying which one, but X character dies, this is bad.
Yeah.
That's stupid. You're dumb if you think that.
Did I send you that meme where it's like, there's pregnant women on both sides? Really makes you think, doesn't it? I showed that to Chris and Emma, and they were both laughed at it. Showed it to George, and he's like, I don't get it.
But, yeah, man, like, it's like...
Oh, yeah, episode 2, The Cycle of Violence. Revenge! There are pregnant women on both sides. Really makes you think, doesn't it?
But yeah, I'll check it out. You know, it potentially will be good.
Like, I'm sure it's like obviously it's
probably pretty good.
It's a well-made game, you know.
Chris was like, "There's parts where it's really open," and I'm like, "I didn't want that from The Last of Us."
Yeah, I didn't want any of that.
I liked it in Uncharted 4 more than Ian did. I wasn't really asking for it in The Last of Us.
I liked it in the moments when you actually found things, or like in the brief bits where you'd be like sitting around and like Sully and Sam were making like small talk in the back seat.
Yeah.
And I thought that was fine. But then there was times when I was legitimately lost just driving in circles with the shitty controls of the car. Cuz they were trying to like have a weight to it, have it be real, but like it just sucked. But like, you know, listening to them talking, like, yeah, fun character moments. But then just when I'm sitting there and it's silent, I feel like I'm Nathan Drake just like lost. And they're like, "You need a map?" And I'm like, "No!" But yeah, I could have used a map in that section.
So let's talk about Min.
Yeah.
Looks great. I love arms.
Well, I don't love arms, but I think she's really good. I really like that that everyone was like, it's gonna be Twintel, and she was not even considered.
Yeah, they were like, it was gonna be her or Ribbon Girl.
No, it was her or Ninjala.
Right.
Actually, Sakurai wanted Ninjala, but the producer Arms
said pick Min Min.
He was like, I want you to do Min Min.
But it does make sense because all of Min Min's stuff works really well in Smash. Like, her arm charges up like everybody else's, but it charges up and stays charged up, which works better in Smash anyway. And the fact that her arm is the one that shoots works better for Smash, and her having that flip that sends moves back, which is her move,
or somersault kick.
Yeah, the somersault kick.
Yeah,
that works cool in Smash.
It's also cute as fuck.
Looks great. I don't know if by the time this comes out on Monday that the DLC will be out, but we haven't played it yet.
Well, yeah, it's not out. Even when this comes out, she just came out.
Oh yeah,
she comes. Well, fucking dumb. Why is it coming out on Monday?
Just to fuck us.
Like, it's not like Nintendo's gonna fucking patch her.
Nintendo listens to this podcast as obvious as possible, and they went, you know how we'll fuck them over? We'll make them wait a week before they can say anything about it.
Yeah, we could have had like a thing over at someone's house, got drunk, and played fucking Min Min and Smash.
Yeah.
And I obviously would only play DK. Also, George said some offensive shit to me last night about DK.
Yeah.
He said he could beat me in a DK Ditto.
I bet he could. He could beat anybody in an anything Ditto.
For $20, I'm not fucking losing. Also, for the character I play, no.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he might be able to, just because he's like more overall skilled at the game, period.
Incorrect. No, I don't think so at all.
I think George has like 400 hours logged into that game.
So? And yet I still win sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah, sometimes. Depends on how I'm feeling. I drink a lot. That's
just in general?
No, yeah, just in general as well. But when we're playing the game,
yeah,
I'm drunk. Like, but then, like, I play against people who are fucking sober, and they just, like, wipe the floor with me. Like, I think Blake destroyed me one time, but I'm sitting there, like, 12 beers deep, and Blake just showed up.
I love the idea of you saying that as just a non sequitur, though.
What? I drink a lot?
I drink a lot. Just like,
no, but
I think George is better than you at the game. I drink a lot.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna fucking kill that man.
All right.
I got like, yeah, I thought he wanted to play yesterday, so I was being like, I don't know, I don't think I can do it because I was drunk.
Yeah.
But if I'm going into it, like next time we play Smash, I'm just gonna be like, all right, George, get that fucking money.
Grab that caffeinated chocolate bar you can buy, just like.
Gross.
You never had those?
Wait, that's Coffee Crisp.
No. Well, like, Coffee Crisp is good. Just gonna say that right now. Coffee Crisp is quite good, but
Disagree.
No, you can buy literally like caffeinated chocolate.
Okay, I don't like caffeine.
You just drank a Monster Energy.
I don't taste it. Is there caffeine in this?
What do you mean? Is there caffeine in this?
What?
That's how it gives you energy, you dipshit.
Look, I'm not seeing the fucking word caffeine.
Okay, hand it to me.
Wow, I'm looking again. It's kind of hard with the way the light is. Wait.
Hand it to me.
Oh, this is very interesting.
It says caffeine on it.
It's got taurine in it. That's how it gives you energy, dickhead.
Also taurine. It's got caffeine and taurine. Yeah. Used to say it right at the top.
You know what? Maybe this might have caffeine.
Probably. It's tea. Of course it does.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, caffeine, 137 milligrams.
Where?
It's right here.
Yeah, okay, this hardly has...
High caffeine content. 137 milligrams of caffeine. 2,000 milligrams of taurine.
Look, I can still not like caffeine. I don't... What else do I drink that has...
Or you just don't like coffee.
No, I don't like caffeine.
You used to drink Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, used to. I haven't had a fucking Dr. Pepper in fucking 6 years.
You drink iced tea sometimes.
Yeah.
You've drank
That's for the sugar, baby.
You've drank in a Coca-Cola before, I'm sure.
On purpose? Not within the last 6 years.
Well, yeah, you gave up. Okay, but you definitely drink stuff with the caffeine.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
But I don't like it.
Why not just say you don't like coffee?
I did say that before.
With caffeine.
but I don't like caffeine.
Okay.
The stuff that I like that has caffeine in it,
You like? 'Cause
don't even
it's
fucking
sweet.
know. Yeah, no, I like it because there's sugar in it, and sugar's an addictive. Sugar's the most addictive thing in the world.
It's true.
Don't at me.
Don't. What I was gonna say was
It goes like heroin, fentanyl, sugar. Like,
yeah, it's like heroin. You know, when you shoot it, it's like having a 20-second long orgasm.
yeah.
Sugar, when you have it, you go,
That makes my mouth feel good. Let me put more of that in there. Amazing.
Now do the thing where you drink it and it sounds like a bong.
I can't do that with cans. Oh, wait, like that. All right.
Yeah. That's an ASMR.
ASMR. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Oh, the best part of the Smash Direct was the Heihachi thing. Did you
Yeah.
see that? Where
I
he's fucking lifting Wolf over the volcano?
Yeah. That's what he did to his kid.
I get it. Pokemon League of Legends ripoff. All right, let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah, no one cares.
Gotta love seeing Tencent make more money. Those small companies.
Yeah. That small company just getting fucked up.
So Marvel's Avengers and Cyberpunk 2077 all had their own directs because they're selfish and they didn't want to be in anybody else's direct. So the Marvel one, they showed off more of the story. They showed off that MODOK is the villain.
Sorry, I just found someone clowning on people giving up their roles because they're not like white dudes giving up their black character roles.
Yeah.
It's Sylvanas, who is a like Smash YouTuber.
Yeah.
Like skit guy says Christopher Sabat has decided to give up his role of voicing Piccolo after 20 years of playing the character. He says, "I love Piccolo, but Namekian characters should be voiced by other Namekians." I would have said black.
Yeah, I mean, but Piccolo's black.
Piccolo's black.
Yeah.
No question about it.
I'm glad we all agree on this. But yeah, let's talk about these two things. So the Avengers one, MODOK's the villain. Dope. I'm still kind of hyped for this game. It looks pretty cool. They toned down the face thing that was a problem. It's still going to be a problem, but they toned it down a bit. It's less bad now.
It's all right.
I think the game looks pretty cool. Like I want to see what a Avengers themed Destiny game is like, and that's what this is. The main character appears to be Kamala Khan, and Kamala Khan is cool.
Yeah, she's cool. She got big fists.
She's got a big hand. But yeah, I still love to see what that's gonna be like, because even though I hate what Marvel has done to film, which I like, I also love superhero shit. So I'm always constantly doubling and tripling over myself on these podcasts when I talk about Marvel.
Marvel's awful. I love them, but I hate them. But they're awful. I love them.
I'm so excited for Spider-Man. They're killing the concept of movies.
Also, someone, the voice actor for Miles in the Spider-Man franchise, like in the video games.
Yeah?
He posted some clip on Instagram where he said, someone said, "Hey, Mr. Davis," but Jefferson Davis is dead in that universe.
Yeah.
So they think people are saying the Prowler is going to be in the game, which I think would be interesting.
Yeah.
Like, what if the Prowler was like a random encounter thing where he would fight you, trying to take you
Oh,
down?
Majima everywhere.
Yeah. God, I love Majima everywhere. That system needs to be in more games. Oh,
Yeah.
just as ridiculous, though.
Well, and you know what's funny is like they tweaked the name for the Western version, because it was in Japanese it's Majima Anywhere. In English, it's Majima Everywhere.
Majima Anywhere is also good. I don't know
But
why
Everywhere
they
is
changed that.
better.
Yeah.
That's
Because he
why.
is everywhere.
Yeah. It sounds better. But yeah, so that's the Marvel thing. And then now let's talk about Cyberpunk. Definitely the bigger, more interesting game.
I literally did not see anything about it. I'm going to play the game. Like, the game's already sold to me.
Oh yeah.
I don't need to see other people play a game that I can't play until November.
So they showed off a new trailer showing off more stuff, and people have talked
They
about.
showed gameplay. Some YouTubers have
gotten-
full-on hands-on with the game, like
Yeah.
Alana Pierce.
Yeah, like demos and stuff. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I am gonna tell you what they've shown, which is like so it's kind of like half Skyrim, half Witcher the way you level up. you never have to specialize. You can always change where your skill
So
points
you level
go.
up specific skills.
Yeah, you level up specific skills, and then by doing them, they gain XP and level up. But they can only level up to the cap that you've put your ability points into.
Okay.
So if you put 6 points into whatever the overall body stat,
It's more like Fallout.
I guess it's more like Fallout, yeah. But like, so you put points into like the overall body stat, and that includes like strength, health, stuff like that. Yep.
Do you level up like if I use like handguns a lot?
Yeah, you're gonna level up handguns.
My skill in handguns goes up.
But if handguns are part of a subsection of skills, like let's say it's
Guns.
tech or what?
Dexterity.
No, there's only 6. It uses the ones from the or 4 or 5 or 6 because it uses the ones from the tabletop RPG.
So I'm gonna say it's one's based around health.
Yeah, there's
One's
body.
probably based around stamina.
So there's body, there's tech, there's cool, and then there's a couple other ones.
You know what? It's overpowered to do it like this, but I always think it's so dumb how games have like your health and your stamina are separate.
Mm-hmm.
But in real life, if you were to put the human body on a fucking like stat page, health and stamina would be the exact fucking same. Because if you're healthy, you can run a lot. If you're unhealthy, you can't run a lot.
Well, I think health is like the amount of hits you can take until you pass out, which you can run a lot. But you know, if you're not used to taking hits,
you're good at taking hits, arguably, I'd say you have a lot of stamina. Because getting hit is a stamina thing. That's
also true. Because
boxers and
like
fighters have incredible stamina.
Yeah,
they fucking stand there at bags and just punch for like 30 fucking minutes straight. Like that's a crazy amount of stamina. So if they could punch
boxing, you lose weight like fucking crazy.
If you're a boxer, arguably, you could probably run pretty well. Or not even well, but at a distance.
Not necessarily. But
like if you have the stamina to punch somewhere for 30 minutes, you could probably run longer than me, a person who can't do that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So I just think it's dumb that health and stamina are separate bars in games.
I just don't like
Separate
how
level.
stamina gets used in games, period. Like I find it's there to make you annoyed.
I like it. No, I
hope this game you can robo legs and you never have to stop running.
In combat only, I think it adds an interesting element because you can't just sit there and wail on someone. Yeah. You have to consider the moves you're doing and the opening.
Well, it depends on what uses stamina, right? I'm talking like I don't like how I can't just keep running.
Oh no, I'm saying only combat.
Yeah,
like punches and dodges should take away stamina, but when I'm out of combat, just let me run forever.
Yeah,
especially like.
But I also like games that don't have that just don't use it, and I can just punch and dodge as much as I fucking want.
That's fine.
Or have a dodge where it's like you can't dodge 3 times in a row.
That's
like
fine.
Trickster.
That is fine, but I think it just adds an interesting combat element. That's about it. That's why Dark Souls is interesting.
That's fair.
Is because it has the stamina bar. But any other game where they're like, here's the stamina bar, it's everywhere. I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Stop it. Like if Yakuza had a stamina bar, I'd be fine with it. I wouldn't.
Yeah, that game has the way it works is fine. It doesn't need a stamina and it's combat.
The worst is when the stamina is not used anywhere except for when you're running. And I'm like, fuck you. Like
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild, Yakuza has a hidden one.
Really?
Yeah, you can't sprint forever.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Until you waste a bunch of points to your thing to like sprint forever.
Upgrade. It lasts a pretty long while. I think Judgment you can just go forever.
No, yes you can because Yagami is a agile boy.
He's a runny boy.
Yeah. God, I want Yagami in.
Oh yeah, so let's talk about Cyberpunk. Because that game I don't think has a stamina meter because you use gun.
That's fine.
And sword. I don't know. It doesn't seem like the kind of game that would have it. Mm-hmm. But like
GTA as well also has stamina meters, but they're hidden. But also I like the way you level up your stamina in GTA is just by running a lot.
Oh, like in San Andreas.
Yeah.
Because I don't think
also in GTA 5, which is in San Andreas.
Wait, really? 5 you have stamina or just online?
No, you have stamina. It's that it gets like at the beginning of the game, you could probably only run for like 30 seconds, like the tap run. You can hold run forever.
I hate that in fucking GTA.
Yeah,
they need to take that out.
Yeah, just
in LA
don't
Noire,
take away the
you
tap
just hold
run.
down
just
R2.
let me run.
Yeah, In LA Noire, you just hold down R2.
Also, a good thing in video games, in my opinion, default mode is always like a jog.
Yeah.
Let me hold a button for run, and let me do either on...
So you don't like Yakuza, where you hold a button to walk.
No, I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Either you have to hold the button to walk,
or hold the button to run,
or half stick push.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but always brisk jog.
Yeah, you don't want me to go slow. Like obviously stuff like LA Noire, like your basic walk speed has
Those
to
are
be
RP
slow.
games.
Yeah, your basic walk speed in LA Noire has to be slow, but if you hold R2, then you do your big sprint.
But
you're going to be walking slowly more than you're going to be sprinting.
Yeah, but also LA Noire is one of those games where when every single time, like that game, you're made to play through the story.
Yeah.
Like, it's not some fucking shit where it's like GTA, where it's like, oh, there's all this extra, I'm going to go just kill people.
There's extra stuff. You can't just kill people, but there's extra stuff. But you can find that during the cases in the open world sections.
But also the sections where, like,
an open world option where you have no case that you're working on.
But there's, like, when you're working on a case, you park your car in a marker, and then you walk to the site, and it's timed out that you're walking to the site is enough for you to hear the exposition your partner gives and your characters have a conversation.
Yeah.
They do that.
I want a new LA Noire.
Sure. LA Noire, but it's like the 80s.
No, I want... So they were going to work on that fucking sequel. Did you ever hear about the sequel that they were working on?
No.
So they announced it. They're like, this new game by Team Bondi. It's called The Horror of the Orient.
That's a bad name. And let's take a pause.
But yeah, The Horror of the Orient is a bad thing to name your game.
Yeah.
But once again, after 15 breaks, let's talk about Cyberpunk. CD Projekt announced that a couple things about Cyberpunk. First one is how deep the character customizer is.
You can be circumcised.
You can be circumcised or uncircumcised. You can choose the apparently you can adjust
Look, bro,
size.
if you're circumcised, I'm sorry to tell you, you're not a king because someone took your crown.
How fucking dare you say that to me? How dare you say that to me? You know I'm circumcised.
I didn't know that, actually.
You've seen my penis.
I have not. I've only seen one of my friend's penises.
Which one?
Blake.
Wait, you haven't seen Davis? You absolutely.
Oh wait, yes I have, because Davis fucking sent me a fucking when we worked at Walmart together. He was fucking hitting his dick against the toilet bowl water. And it was a public bathroom. We were in the stalls next to each other. He thought it was so funny, and then I was like, "Yo, Davis." He's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "It's a public bathroom," and he's like, "Oh!" Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, you can choose to have a penis, a vagina, or nothing.
Is it just smooth or like?
I think so. And I was wondering because, like, they said you can adjust your penis length. You can choose from 5 types of pubic hair, but you can adjust your penis length. And I was saying to Chris the other night, I was like,
yeah.
So if you can adjust the penis length, like, how come? What can you do with the vagina? Can you like adjust the length of the crib of the? Oh, I was gonna say like how far out the clitoral hood just pokes out.
Gross.
Which is not gross when you can pick your penis length. Fucking sexist.
Bro, I'm gonna make a.
You can choose boobs or no boobs. And almost certainly boob size.
I'm gonna be like every fucking funny YouTuber. I'm gonna make a big old manly man, but give him big old bazongas.
Bazongas.
But then he's gonna be big old fat boy. He's gonna be green. He's gonna be Shrek with titties. Haha. Am I so funny? Please watch my 5-hour Let's Play where all I do is sit in a character creator. God, if you think character creator videos are funny, go eat shit. Unless they're Monster
Factory.
Well, Monster Factory, that's the whole purpose, but
yeah, that's literally what the video is.
Every Let's Player where I see them just like fucking like, oh, look, I put all the sliders to the end of the face, it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
It's not funny unless Monster Factory. Because that show becomes art at multiple points. But yeah, I think I'm gonna create a character, but it's cool that they have all these like choices that you can make. Because if you're,
I'm gonna create a hot character with a giant dick.
Yeah, like is your character gonna be female?
Yeah,
nice.
It's gonna be a female character with a huge pangus.
Nice. Some people in America want mommy GF with big titty.
Yeah, that's fine.
But other people in America
want mommy GF with big peenie.
with small milky but big penis.
I saw this fucking. It was a bunch of memes when the PS5 was being announced, and it's like me preparing my ass so my sugar mommy will fucking hit me with her 12-inch strap on, but then buy me the PS5 or some shit. And it's like, yeah, go for it, bro.
Nice, dude.
But remember, it's a little gay.
You're right.
Yeah.
Not being pegged is gay.
Yeah. If you were like, ew, I don't want to be pegged. Wow, what are you, straight? Ew.
Gross. Disgusting.
Don't you
Get
know
out of here.
that's where your fun button
Straight
is.
people can't get married.
Yeah. Legally.
Oh yeah, also Ian, this might turn your penis on.
Everything does.
During the Cyberpunk thing, CD Projekt announced that in collaboration with Netflix and Trigger, they're making Cyberpunk Edge Runners, the anime, and it's directed by Imaishi, who did fucking Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill, and the music's going to be done by Akira Yamaoka, who did the Silent Hill soundtracks, which is such a weird choice, but I'm into it.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's incredibly talented. That's going to be sick, 2022. You know that shit'll be dope though, because it's Netflix and Trigger, so it's gonna have a million fucking budgets. Well, I was gonna say it's just gonna be the most expensive thing.
And it's gonna be spent on making the hottest women in the world.
Every episode's gonna be Promare.
Sure.
I don't know.
Still haven't watched Promare.
I haven't either. I want to. I'm so pissed that out of the three of us, Chris saw it and he got into Trigger the latest out of all three of us.
That's fine. I don't even like Trigger that much anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
they had shit that really slapped,
Kill la Kill.
Kill la Kill.
Space Patrol Luluco.
Space Patrol Luluco. I would say 2017 was the last time they were really on the map.
Then they did shit like Kisniver,
Darlifra, which wasn't all them. It was mostly A1, but they used Trigger's name.
Just
a
say
lot.
Darling in the Franxx. Why'd you say that?
Huh? Because it's shorter.
Just say Darling.
I
in
used
the
the Japanese thing, like Konosuba.
Yeah. Well, that's because Konosuba is the beginning
God's
of the
blessing
name.
in this wonderful world.
Yeah. It's Konosuba works.
Yeah.
Like Danmachi works. That's how to.
Yeah.
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Danmachi.
Yeah. There's just names that work with it. Darling in the Franxx. It's in English.
Darlifra, dude.
No, it's the same fucking name in English and Japanese.
Yeah, that's why you shorten it to Darlifra.
Fuck, man, we finished that anime. That show sucks.
You actually finished it?
Because
I was into it for the first few episodes, but it was just
two of the guys in my Discord are giant Ava fans.
Oh yeah.
So we just
you said this to me and I was like, why would that make them want to watch?
Because they saw that meme where it's like Darling in the Franxx asked the brave question: what if Evangelion sucked ass?
That's fair.
Yeah, so we were watching it, and it's like,
but Ian, that's what the rebuilds answer.
The rebuilds have some quality to them at least. Darling in the Franxx is pure shit.
Yeah.
But the characters die at the end.
Oh, nice.
Well, the main two. Zero Two I think goes on living forever as a god. The guy dies.
02 has a good design. I get why everybody wants to.
There's
jerk off
every
to it.
every
Actually,
fucking
yeah,
all the girl designs in that show. Well, okay, the main two, 02 and Ichigo.
Yeah,
bangers, awesome. They're great. They're good. The MILF character, amazing. Also, immortal. That's the thing about them is they are assigned as their guardians and parents and shit, but they never age.
Cool.
But all they had to do to never age was give up the womb. But and there's a guy. The guy and the girl, they've been alive for 100 years already, but they're the dude's a fucking simp, and he's like, I love you, and she's just like, okay.
It's like Evangelion, but instead of being about depression and Christianity, it's instead about sex and love.
But also some Gurren Lagann shit.
Yeah.
The Beast Man, the one that we're he's a villain, but he becomes a good guy at the end. I can't remember his name.
I don't remember.
He has the big hands. Viral. Yeah, his dream when he goes to the dream world is that he has a wife and kid, but he physically cannot have kids because he is also immortal.
Oh yeah, I guess that is the same. But Imaishi didn't work on fucking Darling in the Franxx.
Yeah, no, it's just, but you know,
but it's his company was involved. But yeah, Trigger didn't end up doing most of that work. It was like
they did like the character designs and shit.
Yeah,
the mechs are also kind of neat, but they're stupid.
They need to give A1 Pictures needs to give Cloverworks more of a budget and a better source material if they're gonna make good shit.
Yeah,
because Cloverworks did that. And did fucking Persona 5 the animation for what was clearly like $40, and then finally they gave them like a big budget and something
but
great.
Only for that the Valentine's Day episode.
Well, yeah, that had a lot of budget, but no, they gave them the big budget and like they finally made a hit, which was Promised Neverland.
Bro, they should have put the harem ending in, like the true harem ending.
Who even cares? How did you sit through all of Persona 5 the animation to get there?
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, you just
I didn't watch the animation. No, but in the PS in Persona Royal.
Yeah.
There in the code there is an unusable ending where there's supposed to be like you get all the girls, like you date all of them, but there's a condition you can meet where they don't get mad and you still simultaneously keep dating all of them.
I'm glad they got rid of that.
Come on, it's funny.
Nah.
Let me make my fucking hentai real.
Stop wanting to be Mormon, goddammit.
No, Mormons don't fuck before marriage. I also, like, there's so many implications in Persona that it's like, depending on your S-Link, you have either fucked them or you haven't.
Yeah.
Like, if you're with the doctor, absolutely.
I honestly think, yeah, I think at level 4, you've done something. Like...
What do you think she does when you're asleep? Why do you think your pants are all disheveled? She rapes you.
No.
Anyways, it's not a joke. That's not funny.
Yeah.
It's not cool. I was on TikTok while I was in the bathroom, and some guy was like, "Here's some sauce, depending on what you like," and it was like Monster Girls, all this. But then it got to Lolly. He still gave codes, but he added the background change for like every single like. You know, for the fetishes.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, MILF, tomboys. And then it got to Lolly, and it was just a picture of a police officer. And then it goes to another one, and then it hits Shota, and it's the same police officer.
Oh, come on. Police love Shota.
What?
You've heard me.
I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. I just pull shit out of my ass.
Look, as well as all
it's
cops...
called being funny.
All cops are bastards. They're also... All cops are pedophiles.
Let's just go all cops love Shota. So it's more interesting.
They like ShotaCon.
Yeah,
they like
Shota-con.
straight Shota. Everything is SS.
Oh, no. But yeah, Ian, do you have any other news?
No. I don't.
Okay. Let's get into the weeks then. What'd you do this weekend?
Fucking nothing.
Cool.
I was on nights, so like I literally just kind of sat around until I went to work, and then I went to work and was miserable.
I didn't do anything this week.
Yeah, same. I don't know.
Well, actually, I did a couple things.
I don't even think I played any video games. Like, I played Destiny 2 one day, but...
No more Persona 4?
No, I gotta get back into it, but, you know.
It's fair. Yeah, I didn't wind up playing that much. I played... So the past couple of weeks I've been playing Celeste just as like a thing.
Yeah.
Just hold the Switch in my hand and then have YouTube on the TV or whatever and just fucking zone out playing Celeste because that game's pretty fun. And I beat the main story and the game just keeps going. And I was like, oh shit. And so now I'm trying to unlock a lot of the stuff to see more of it, but that game's really good. It's got a really sweet ending. So it's fun. And then I was like, so Chris won't stop talking about this show that he likes.
What?
And
What
it's
show?
an anime.
Steins Gate?
Yeah. And he got his girlfriend Emma to watch it, and she was like, "It's also really good." I saw it on her Letterboxd because I'm that kind of bitch that has a Letterboxd. What, Ian?
Nothing. It's just like gonna like. I don't like Steins Gate.
Have you seen it?
I couldn't get through the first episode. I was so bored.
Okay, so I watched the first 2 episodes.
I don't really like shows that it's just all like it's nothing but talking and just got and like thinking of like metaphorical things because the show is based around time travel with a microwave.
Yeah.
But then like there's something interesting that happens with one of the characters and why they have to keep time traveling, but I just don't care.
Well, it takes until like apparently from what I've read, it takes until about episode 12 before shit starts really popping off and going crazy.
Cool. So I have to watch the show for 5.5 hours before the show gets good. What the fuck is this? A JRPG?
It's a visual novel, Ian.
Where I can watch one episode of One Piece and be excited.
It's a visual novel, Ian.
Fuck that.
It's a visual novel that they turn into a television series.
Visual novels are also JRPGs.
All right, yeah. So I watched I don't know why I'm defending it. So I watched the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And so then, like, the same day I did was the day that I had my friends over here, other than Ian, because Ian's not allowed over here anymore.
Ian was at work, so
Yeah.
thanks.
But
you guys didn't start fucking hanging out to play Undertale until like 8 o'clock, where I had to go to work at 10.
Yeah, but you also wouldn't have come.
I've already seen the game.
Yeah. But anyway,
You guys get your fucking neutral ending.
we got True Pacifist. We did both in one
Okay,
night.
cool.
But I'll get into that after Steins Gate. So I watched the first 2 episodes, and I asked Chris, I'm like, hey, so here's a question, Chris. Is this a show where the point is that the main characters are all insufferable and they learn a lesson by the end? Like, especially the main character.
Yeah.
And he was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, the main character is an annoying asshole to everybody, and he knows a bunch of girls, and they all want to fuck him, and he's such an annoying piece of shit.
Well, it's a visual novel.
I've played visual novels, Ian. There are good ones. And I was like, is he supposed to be this unlikable piece of shit who's like talks to himself and thinks he's in a conspiracy and yada yada yada?
Oh, well,
and Chris is like, no, he's funny. He's just like a nerd. He's like a loser.
Thanks.
Like. And I'm like, it's supposed to be like, you're supposed to like him. He's funny. And I was like, he's not funny. He just comes across like a real asshole.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he was like, oh, then you probably shouldn't watch the rest of the show because it's not about that at all. I'm surprised you get that from him at all. And I was like, what language did you watch the show in? And he's like, English. And I was like, okay, I'll watch the Japanese version. And so I was like, maybe it's the translation. It's like not the translation, but just like the actors in the Japanese
the dub
one.
plays them?
Yeah. No, the sub. I'm watching the sub. He watched the dub, and he liked it. And so maybe it's the dub that's good, and the sub sucks. But God, he's just like, he does this stupid maniacal laugh. He's just this asshole.
I just do things I fucking forget I did.
Yeah.
Apparently last night around like 5 a.m. I fucking messaged my buddy saying, hey, we're going to play Halo 3 together. No negotiations are allowed. But like,
Why not play a good game?
it is a good game, Nathan. Why don't you eat shit? Why don't you watch a good anime?
This one's supposed to be good. It's got great reviews, Ian, and my friends like it. But yeah, no.
Not this friend.
Fucking, you haven't even watched more than 1 episode. I've seen more of Steins Gate than you.
Well, you know what?
But anyway, yeah, the main character is this like fucking scientist nerd guy, and he like always steps up and says things, and when other people are talking, and he thinks he's so smart.
Yeah.
And his childhood friend girl is a childhood friend girl, and she's like totally infantilized, and she's like talks with a baby voice, and oh my God,
She's the one who sings that song about chicken.
I don't know, probably.
I think so.
She works in a maid cafe, but
She's the one who wears the blue dress, right?
I don't know, maybe. She wears multiple outfits. It's a show. Yeah, man. Ugh, the fucking the friend character is so super annoying. The hacker guy, I didn't get enough of him to get really a read on him. Which is weird because that's the character Chris said, oh, that's the asshole. And I was like, I didn't really get that from him, but I didn't get much from him.
Well, he was probably terse and he was like, whatever, piece of shit.
He's like, oh, you and your fucking delusions, man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. The guy keeps pretending to be on the phone with people and saying that there are agents following him around. That's pretty insufferable to me.
Yeah.
So if you love Steins Gate and you're mad that I don't like it, I'm sorry.
Go watch Food Wars. Food Wars is on Netflix now.
Food Wars is a show I'm sure I don't like.
Come on, you like food.
Yeah?
Other than the parts where they visualize eating food as coming,
Yeah.
like fucking who is it?
I just don't like the design of the characters in Food Wars. Like
Really?
I don't like the art style.
Okay.
It's too much. It's a bit too much.
Yeah, it's like all the dudes are kind of normal, like they're either jacked or they're just ripped. And all the women have big boob. No, actually, there's a lot of them do. The designs get kind of lazier as time goes on.
Well, you said the show by the end kind of sucks.
I think the final arc isn't good. Like, it's not interesting to watch because what they did is... The thing is there was one character who had a very unique trait, and it's the main waifu, Erina, who's also kind of a villain at the beginning of the show. She has an incredible palate where even she fucking... Like, her first words in the fucking anime, or at least in the dub, because the dub's on Netflix now.
Oh, yeah?
So people are watching it. And her first words happened when she was 3 months old. She was breastfeeding, and she looks up, takes her mouth off the titty, and says, "Too salty." Or no, it lacks flavor, is what she said. Because she has the perfect palate. She can discern like specific ingredients. So that was like a unique, like, wow, that's crazy. But then it gets to, by the end, it's like, oh, here's a guy who cooks, like, he makes his food with like scalpels. Or like, here's a woman who carves up like all everything she makes with a chainsaw, but instead of coming out like, you know how a chainsaw works?
Yeah.
Where it grind, like it fucking, with sharp things, like dig shit out.
Yeah.
Like her thing, she cuts it and it looks like you cut it with a perfect knife. Like it goes from characters with weird little quirks to straight up supernatural bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, that's how good of cooks they are.
So what you're saying is it like Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Super rather, power levels are so high it's just like stops being very interesting.
I would say it'd be like Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, where it's in Dragon Ball it's like, yeah, the Goku has a tail and can turn into a monkey, but like other than that, all the powers he can use, that like the Kamehameha, everyone else he fights can use them too.
Yeah.
And then you get to Tien in the like fourth arc, where Tien was a villain and he can fly. That's the new thing, is that he almost knocks him out of the ring.
I mean, late Dragon Ball Z is still entertaining, whereas like I'm talking about like, I'm talking about Dragon Ball Super, where everybody's so powerful that it stops even making sense.
The best thing they did in Super for the Tournament of Power was remove flying, because they actually had to start animating fight scenes on the ground again. And it looks really good. Like, a lot of the Tournament of Power arc is good. It's just so long. It's like it's most of the show.
Yeah.
And it's a good arc though. Just Jiren sucks.
Leave Jiren to
And
me.
also they disrespect Vegeta, where they set up earlier in the show that during the Goku Black arc, they straight up said, don't shoot this
him.
man. He's not black.
You know I was gonna say it.
Yeah.
You saw my eyes the second you said Goku Black.
Yeah, you started smiling, and I was like, it's happening. No, so we says that if Goku and Vegeta worked together, they'd be the most powerful tag team in the universe, probably be able to take down Beerus.
Damn.
But they just can't do it. But then the final fucking part is Goku and Frieza working together. Two men. Like, there's no one in the universe Goku hates more than Frieza. Because Frieza is irredeemable.
Yeah.
Like, he's straight up a villain. Like,
It's Space Hitler.
yeah. Cell just wanted to be the strongest and would kill anyone. And he was technically a baby. He just had Goku's fucking stupid genes in him that made him want to be powerful. Same with Vegeta's.
Yeah.
Boo was just a being of, like, darkness. That
Yeah, I mean, Cell's
had
still
good in
evil.
him.
Like, the thing that's different is, like, I think the reason why they picked Frieza, other than the fact that they'd already made a movie with Frieza in it, where he comes back, is that...
And then they made it a series, like...
part of the
where Ginyu then also comes back.
Yeah, but, the reason why is Frieza... Even though Frieza's not redeemable, Frieza can be reasoned with. And like
Frieza can be bribed.
Well, you can. That's what I mean, right?
And that's how they get him. Is that they said they promised to give him his life back.
You can make a deal with Frieza. You can Boo has good in him, like Majin
Boo had good in him because he absorbed the previous Supreme Kai.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, like Boo, you know, turned good at the end of that story
because the good in him became a separate entity and they separated from the evil.
Yeah. But like, you know, so he's good or whatever.
Yeah.
But the problem is like Cell and you know, he's like being made to do evil.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really redeem Cell. Like, but you can't reason with Cell, you can't force him to be good.
Cell is as boring of a character as Jiren, in my opinion. He's just a very strong guy who wants to kill you.
But he's so much more
articulate.
Yeah, no, but I'm gonna say he has more personality.
Yeah.
Than Jiren. Jiren's just a bad guy, but like Cell at least is like.
It's because we also got actual time with Cell and seeing Cell morph and become a different character.
He goes from having this voice
to hello.
My name's Perfect Cell.
I'm also the voice of Handsome Jack from the Borderlands franchise.
They had it my way.
Yeah, that was a really good joke they did at the end of Team 4 Stars. Team 4 Stars final episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, whatever. Cell's cool. Jiren's lame. Food Wars just goes too far.
Yeah.
And also, there's some weird, maybe incest.
Great.
Well, because there's one of the final villain is he was.
You know what? Now that
he was raised by the main character's dad.
Steins Gate are bigger now because it's been like 8 months since the last time I've watched anime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I really have been off anime.
So you're just like
time.
You're not in that fucking like that headspace where you're
because I'm like I watched all of Rascal Dreams of Bunny Girl Senpai, and that has problems with it, but I remember really liking it for most of it.
Yeah.
And like Steins Gate has insufferable. Maybe it's just I don't like that characters in Steins Gate. Whereas like Rascal Always Dreams of Bunny Girl Senpai, like it's got shit in it that I don't agree with.
Fucking
it's
Bunny Girl,
good.
Which is stellar.
It's not really about the Bunny Girl thing, honestly.
Well, that's over in like the first 4 episodes.
Yeah, it's a good show though.
She's just a waifu.
Yeah,
yeah.
But they're what you know what's great about Rascal Always Dreams of Bunny Girl Senpai?
What?
The first arc happens and then they're dating.
Yeah, it's like the best shows.
I think that was also Cloverworks.
The best shows that like make that literally fuck shoujos because it's all about the chase.
Yeah. Same
with harem anime. It's like let the characters date. Just let them be together.
First season of Love Tune Beyond Other Delusions.
Well,
they're dating at the end of that.
Even
show.
when they're together, though, it doesn't.
Well, season 2 sucks.
I think in the 3rd season he says, "Can I hold your hand?" and she says, "No."
That's season 2.
Fuck, whatever. I don't know. I didn't make it through. That show's cringe. That's the point.
Season's
but
great.
I just don't.
The first season's really good. It's just the second season they got a different writer.
Yeah.
And the first writer went on to do Place Further Than the Universe, which is a fucking great show.
Yeah.
You like that one, right?
No.
You don't like Place Further Than the Universe?
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, it's the one with where the girls go to Antarctica. It's a really good show.
I don't know it.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, let me see. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't watched anime in a while, honestly. Like I want to get back into it, but on the other hand, like, you know.
I don't know. It's just like you gotta watch it. You gotta watch anime. That's what sucks.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. There's nothing super interesting out right now.
Oh yeah. So the Place Further Than the Universe guy did also Beyond the Boundary, Love Tune Beyond Other Delusions, the first 2 seasons of Love Live.
Yeah.
Nichijou, which we love.
Nichijou's sick.
Princess Jellyfish. No Game, No Life. Fuck, he did Steins Gate. God damn it. Why don't I like this show?
Because it's fucking boring.
No, it just sucks. It's not even that it's boring. Like I like stuff that's slow and takes a while to get there.
Hey, I'm actually on Crunchyroll right now, and it says because you watched Laid Back Camp #2, a place further than the universe. Since you watched Laid Back Camp, maybe you'd like Room Camp. And I'm like, oh, the same show, but the second season.
Oh yeah.
Don't fucking.
Wait, they made a second season?
Yep. It's a manga. It's a manga that someone made about how they really like camping, and they just wanted to know, like, teach people things about camping.
Yeah, that show's pretty alright.
Yeah.
I only saw the first few.
Konosuba season 3-1.
They're getting a movie, I thought, or 2.
The movie's out.
Oh.
It's been out for a while. There was supposed to be I like the Konosuba dub, and they said they were supposed to have the dub for the movie come out in like March.
Yeah.
But it's not, so I'm just waiting. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
All I know is there's the one scene where like the villain is holding Cosmo, and her his like head's like sandwiched between her tits, and everyone's like, "We'll save you," and he's like, "Nah, I'm pretty happy here."
You can take.
And then he's like talking to her, and then he goes like, "What's that poking into my butt?" And she goes like, "It's what you think it is."
Oh no.
And then he's like, "Please let me go." So Cosmo's a turf.
There's this weird, yeah, oh, for sure. Well, honestly, does he count as a radical feminist? I think he's just maybe a piece of shit.
But he'll punch a woman because that's true equality. Yeah.
There's a really fucking weird joke in Steins Gate where it's like there's this character who is dressed as a woman and is speaks like a woman and potentially is voiced by a woman,
but it's a boy.
Yeah, and like he keeps making a joke. It's like, but it's a dude. But it's a dude. And I'm like,
all right, turf.
All right. How about this person is clearly like
there's one
a woman.
There's one show that does that.
There's a lot of shows.
Actually, it's Comey. Comey Can't Communicate.
Oh yeah.
There's a character whose whole shtick is that they are everyone's best, like, childhood friend.
Yeah.
Like, they have 40,000 childhood friends. But growing up, they dressed as a boy or a girl. They would, like, flip-flop.
Yeah.
They are very gender fluid. But here's the thing. Yeah. It's Japan, so they're fucking lazy.
Okay.
They are straight up a girl.
Okay.
Like, by design, that's just a girl. That's a flat-chested girl. Like, that's it.
All right.
But the main guy, he usually calls them with he, but sometimes they use they, because to him when they were growing up, they were a boy.
Okay. But
I don't know, it's a weird character, and he tried, like, it felt like they were trying to do something, but then just dropped the idea, and it's like, no, they're just. It's maybe a guy who dresses like a girl, or maybe it's just a girl who used to dress like a boy. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're trying, like, the joke's been dropped now, but it's still there and not resolved. But the introduction to the character is someone saying, "I'm in love with you," and they are just, like, to get rid of them, they're like, "Oh, I'm a boy." And then he's like, "That doesn't matter to me," and then he fucking judo throws him. Because, men in Japan are either very passive or aggressive.
Can't be gay.
Can't be gay. If it's cute, it's not gay. Yeah. Anyways, that's a good series. I hope it gets an anime. But
wait, Comey Can't Communicate? I thought it did get an anime.
No,
I thought it is getting an anime though.
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything. The internet would fucking explode if that got an anime, because it has like a million fucking like side characters, and they're all good. But like, and also Comey's cute. Let's see.
Really excited for that Masaki Yuasa one that's coming out soon.
Which one?
Japan Sinks 2020.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen. I don't know anything about it.
I watched the ad. I was like, that looks like I'm gonna cry. It looks it's a disaster show. Like, it's like natural disaster type situation. Yeah. Japan is sinking into the sea. And like Tokyo's all fucked. It's like basically the end of that movie that we saw, Weathering with You.
Actually, I just saw. I was reading on the Wikipedia, and a person who reviewed the Comey for Anime News Network.
Yeah.
Called the trans character.
Yeah.
The transphobic punchline.
Yep.
Yeah. Because they keep making jokes about the fact that they are gender fluid. That's the thing.
Great. Let's just have non-binary people instead of doing that, where it's a joke.
Also, it's like you can't, like, Japan just doesn't take any of that shit seriously. Like, obviously, please, like, you want it.
Yeah.
But it shit sucks sometimes.
Well, yeah, it's like Japan's very right-wing. Like, just as a country.
Yeah.
They have their own Trump, who's like, Japan didn't do the rape of Nanking. Come on, guys.
But then, unlike Americans, where they're like, yes, we did.
Yeah.
The Japanese are like, works for me.
I don't care.
We've never done anything wrong.
And then other people who are smart go, no, hold on, we did do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's a much smaller part of the population that gets involved in that stuff there than here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I played Undertale. Speaking of non-binary characters, like, there's a bunch of non-binary characters in Undertale.
Yeah.
Like, and gay characters.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we beat that game
Good
as
for
a
you.
group. It was really good. It was fun.
Y'all got to watch it and be together.
Yeah.
Now you got to go do the genocide run.
Yeah, I said to Chris, I was like, so do we do the genocide run next, or do we jump into Deltarune?
You got to do the genocide run. You got to have Emma fight
He was
Sans.
like, I'm not doing that.
Come on.
Chris was like, I'm not doing it again. They can do most of it, and we can do the bosses and stuff, but I don't want to do the part where you're grinding for enemies forever.
Yeah.
But nobody came.
Mm.
But yeah, Undertale's great, by the way, if you haven't played it.
Yeah.
Which you probably have by now, but in case you haven't, Undertale's a great game that came out 5 years ago and is really good.
Sure.
It's also like an incredible work for a game that was mostly done by one person.
Yeah.
It was very successful and is quite well regarded critically. If you're not going to agree with that, it's good.
Oh no, I think like the game looks good and like everything about it's cool. I just don't care to play it.
Okay.
I don't like the gameplay. It's very interesting. I don't like it.
What do you
though.
like about it?
Everything.
So you don't like that you walk around and do battles?
And I don't like the way the battles are done.
So you don't like the shmup stuff?
No.
Okay.
I don't like how it's.
You don't like the minigame type situation?
No. I think it's interesting. I think it's well done.
It's really fun.
But I don't care for it.
Okay.
I think Sans has like the way you beat Sans is very interesting.
Oh yeah.
Where he just says, well, you know, if I don't do anything, you can't do anything. So I guess we're going to sit here because I don't want to die. And you can nudge the box over.
Yeah, that's cool.
To hit fight.
Everything has that, though. Like, the game's constantly fucking with what you expect it to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's a very punchline-based game. Like, even though it becomes very emotional and stuff, it's still very punchline-based.
Yeah. You sick fuck, you doing your genocide run.
Yeah, but also, like, you know, the stuff with Alphys, the stuff with, you know, the True Lab. But yeah, like the Papyrus fight's great.
Also, that's a fucking grade A, like A+ way of doing the fucking of doing a like feel bad for killing everyone run.
Oh yeah.
Where like other games, it's like, oh, you chose the evil route. Here's all these characters you killed, and you're like, I don't fucking care about any of those characters.
Yeah, well, this game is like
Second Son.
Yeah, well, this game it's like all the characters who you become friends with, they're all really well written, and they're all the ones that you wind up killing on an evil route.
Yeah.
And like
even sometimes like brutally.
Well, yeah, and the game knows that you will never be able to do sort of a genocide route first because it involves you having to grind for enemies until you clear an entire area.
Yeah.
And so like
where you walk into the room and it's like no one's here.
Yeah. And it's random battles, but you have to just keep walking until you keep triggering random battles.
But like then you'll walk into a room after you've cleared the whole area of enemies, and the game says no one's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's like you feel all alone.
Yeah, and the music stops.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, and then you wind up killing all the characters, and the characters are all people, and they're sweet, and it's like, why are you doing this to them? It's
Some
really
of them
well
are
done.
straight up actual heroes of this world.
Oh yeah, well, in the Genocide run, Undyne, the battle is literally called, like, the music in the battle is literally called "Battle Against a True Hero."
Yeah. Because Undyne is a true hero.
Yeah, well, in that case, when you're literally walking through murdering 30 people at a time, like, yeah, you're the bad guy.
Yeah. You also get, like, for some fights, you get super powerful.
Yeah.
Like, isn't it some, like, fucking robot you go fight, and then you, like, one-shot it after it talks about, like, I am so powerful, I'm undefeatable, but it's like, it only had attack, it had 0 defense, so you kill it in one hit.
Yeah, well, it's because the only way you gain experience and levels is by killing things, and monsters, and people. So, like, you become very strong. You don't, because you're literally on a Genocide run, you're grinding out killing. So you wind up getting huge. So you're basically, you can kill anything in one shot. In some ways, it's easier. In other ways, it's not easier at all because all the boss fights are much harder.
Yes.
But yeah, you should play Undertale if you haven't yet.
I forgot there was a new game I played.
Yeah.
It's a demo because the game's not out yet.
Yeah.
It's called Rhythm Doctor.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is, I think you're supposed to be like a doctor, use like a defibrillator.
Mm-hmm.
But it has the first level is called hard mode because the game is described as the Dark Souls of rhythm games, and then everyone in the Discord started saying the Dark Souls of blank like for hours, and it fucking was like I think at one point I said Dark Souls alcoholism is the Dark Souls of addiction, or like shit like that. But then it was also like it was like nonsense. Like Monster Energy Drink is the Dark Souls of energy drinks. Peace Tea is the Dark Souls of Arizona.
Yeah.
You know, little dumb shit. So I'm playing the fucking game. I have no rhythm. I'm not a very musically inclined person.
Yeah.
So you had to hit it on every 7th beat. So I was trying to go through it, and they had a bar where it goes like 1, 2, 3, like onwards to 7, and then on 7. As the beat hits, you have to click or like press the space bar or just press any button.
Yeah.
And
you
you're
couldn't
supposed
do it?
but I finished the fight. I did it. I actually figured it out because I just started counting before every beat. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because it doesn't cut like at all.
Yeah.
It always stays on beat. But like the beats start mixing up, so like it just comes randomly, but you can still count it out like time with like a timing signature.
Yeah.
So I did that, finished that game, finished the first level. Really interesting. A lot of visual glitches that make it straight up hard to do. Like, that's why I had to time shit, because I was doing it. I was like getting, like, it kind of becomes a lot of memory based. You know, like how people put, like, when you're not like a god at Guitar Hero, you get good at a song or the songs in the game because you just play the song and fail a lot.
Yeah.
No one really comes at that game unless you're that like a Psy guy.
Yeah.
No, like no one comes at that game seeing an empty, like just sees the track coming and goes, "Yep, got it."
Yeah, until you get really good.
Yeah, until you're so used to like watching it like that. So
where you can see what the motions are.
But then the next one, it's like a 2-beat thing where it's like but then the fucking thing is I thought the game was like broken or like poorly monetized, like optimized for that one.
Yeah. So
it fucking I was playing in full screen for the first song. Then the next song it goes to windowed mode. I tried to put it back to full screen, and then I was playing the song. But as the song goes, the fucking screen,
the window's moving.
It starts moving around your screen. But here's the fucking problem: I have dual monitors. It stopped in between my monitors. I'm like, I can't fucking see anymore. So. Like, if I turned off one of my monitors, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is, like, hopefully the guy fixes it so you can set one monitor. Like, it's a demo. The game's not out.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come out this year, but hopefully he does that because I'd rather not turn one of my monitors off.
Did you play the Ghost Runner demo that was big? Oh, you should have.
Well, I should have. You're right.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, Ghost Runner is a game where you're a ninja and you do Mirror's Edge.
Cool.
Dark Souls first person.
Oh, wow.
Mirror's Edge, Dark Souls.
Ghost Runner is the Dark Souls of Mirror's Edge?
Yeah. Because you do big wall run.
Watchmen is the Dark Souls of DC Comics. The Wire is the Dark Souls of
Law and Order.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh. Law and Order is the Dark Souls of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and The Wire is the Dark Souls of Law and Order.
All right.
Because The Wire is a spin-off of the show that... Or, sorry, it's like a follow-up to the show that
Demon Souls is the Dark Souls of the Souls franchise. I think it's the first one I said that.
That's true.
I got everyone going on with.
That's real.
Yeah.
I want to say... this thing is the Sekiro of X.
No. Sekiro is the Crash Bandicoot of Dark Souls.
What does that even mean?
You know what it means.
That it's really good?
That there's verticality in it. Because you jump it's a like fucking Crash Bandicoot's a platformer.
Why'd you pick Crash Bandicoot? It's not a platformer,
No, it
really.
is.
It's more of like a runner.
In certain points, but there's a lot of platforming.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's not the first thing I think of when I think of the platformer.
Anyways, Crash Bandicoot 4 coming soon.
Hell yeah.
Where he's now a little gremlin man.
Yep. It's still by Toys for Bob, you guys.
Yeah, the remasters were good.
Yep. You got anything else?
No. What time is it?
Hour 45 in.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Shorter one today. Or more optimal length for a lot of people.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, guys.
I'll try not to be hungover next week.
Woo! I'll try to do more things next week.
No promises.
But yeah.
It is Canada Day weekend next week.
Hit you up and Smash, fellas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe we'll play Smash next week.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to subscribe to this podcast, we are on every sort of app that you can listen to podcasts on. You can just hit a follow or a subscribe. If you want a version of this that has a visualizer on YouTube, you can go to youtube.com/N8SComedy. You get YouTube videos. You also get other stuff that I put out when I can / when I have the energy.
Maybe you should have more energy.
Yeah, I should. I'm trying to get into my problem since I started staying home to do YouTube and podcast stuff full time is that I don't have a schedule. And so I'm actually finally starting to work on one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, since everyone's at work and also we don't hang out during the day.
Yeah.
Might as well wake up and just start working.
Yeah, well the issue was like when you have, when you're like, oh man, I feel really passionate, I want to get this shit done, then I'd wind up working like 11 or 12 hours on something in a day. But then when I don't have that level of passion, which, that kind of passion like doesn't come frequently.
Yeah.
Then I'd wind up doing nothing in a day because I don't have a schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm trying to do like wake up at 9, fucking coffee, breakfast, go for a walk, shower, come down, start working between this hour and stuff. So I'm working on trying to get that done.
Sit there and watch, come up with video ideas if you have nothing to work on.
Yeah. Anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at The Media Hole, on TikTok at The Media Hole, twitch.tv/The Media Hole, and on Tumblr, when your balls get stuck to your leg.tumblr.com.
Change your name.
And you can find Ian wherever you'd like on the internet by looking up Struggles V, which is his name. Now, recently, Ian has decided that he is going to post a number of closer and closer up photos of his ballsack until his Instagram gets banned. So if you'd like to see that, he doesn't actually give out his Instagram on this show. So too bad.
Thing. My name on Instagram
is not the same as the other ones, and you're not going to give it away.
No, it's Struggles V's. because Facebook and Instagram are linked.
Yeah.
Like they have the same things.
Well, now you're telling them how to get to your Facebook, Ian.
I didn't, because the username I have on Facebook is not... If they want to fucking look at my face, they can. I just don't like taking pictures of myself.
Yeah.
Like... I mean, I wish I had my long hair again. My fucking Instagram pictures be with my longer hair. I shouldn't have cut it. I cut my hair at the, right at the beginning of quarantine.
Well, see, now we've switched, though, and you have short hair and I have long hair.
Yeah, because my hair... We do our hair differently.
Yeah.
I like my forehead to be exposed.
I do too. It's just my hair is too long to do that.
How often do you shampoo your hair?
Every day.
Every day? Yeah. You should get argan oil.
Yeah. It's just the problem is my hair is very, very straight.
Oh yeah, because I have the fucking I have Struggles V on Facebook, like facebook.com/.
Yeah.
But because of that, I can't have the fucking name on Instagram. So it's Struggles V, and then I added an extra S at the end, and my fucking just bio. I have no pictures on Instagram. My bio is just give me my actual name, you fucks. Like, it's the dumbest shit. I think my name for a long time on Instagram as well was my name's not taken.
Yeah.
Or something like my username isn't taken,
like,
let me have it.
V is not taken, let me have it.
Yeah. You can have a long ass name on Instagram, but also like I go on Instagram to look at hot girls.
I don't post on Instagram. Sometimes I post stories, but I don't like to share it because it's like mostly me and my friends on there.
Yeah.
And like I have my family members on Instagram, so like I don't like to share my Instagram on my Facebook.
George's husky turned 4 today.
Oh, nice.
God, that's a good boy. He's got heterochromia. He's a real cool guy.
Heterochromia. What is he, an anime protagonist?
In that house, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I did have an idea for an extra segment if you want to kill 10 minutes.
What is it? For the podcast or something else?
Podcast.
All right, let's go. I got to be home by 5, but we got like 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, we gave away what time it is.
Oh, whatever. Are you going to come over?
Yeah. After dinner. I got to eat something.
That's fine.
But there is this thing, I don't know if you've heard of it, called AI Dungeon. And it is...
it's a procedural generated dungeon.
Yeah. So
it's all text-based, isn't it?
It's all text-based.
Yeah.
But it can respond to anything you give it.
I think it becomes aware of like memes using Google.
Well, I think it just sees what people respond and has to build things around that.
Well, because Vine...
I've had it wait to... I was fucking around with it earlier today.
Yeah.
And there's like, different options for where it takes place. And so something happened where it's like, it's like your character... feels sick, and I typed vomit, and it took too long to load, so I don't think anybody had ever said that they wanted to vomit.
The only time I've ever watched something from it is there's a famous streamer named Vine Sauce.
Yeah.
And he was using his own memes, and he got it stuck in a fucking loop where it kept saying McClunky.
McClunky.
Yeah, where it was just like, you reached and touched the McClunky, it's very nice, and then it's like, get rid of the McClunky, and it's like, try to get rid of the McClunky, but it's too nice, you keep it with you. And then he got one where, Scoot the villager in Animal Crossing?
Sure.
He's a sport duck.
Yeah.
It's kind of like lineman. In the sense that they're both green.
They're both jocks as well, I would assume.
So he fucking he made it got to some point where I think where Scoot was like fucking him, but he called him champ, and then he was playing Animal Crossing actually. And he would talk to Scoot in his town, and he's like, "I came up with a nickname for you. You want to hear it?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, absolutely."
And it was Champ.
He's like, "Champ," and he was like, "Scoot, God, no!"
Anyway, so Ian, I'm gonna have you pick a setting. You ready? We got fantasy, mystery, apocalyptic, zombies, or cyberpunk.
Fantasy.
Okay. Select a character. You want to be a noble, a knight, a squire, a wizard, a ranger, a peasant, or a rogue?
Wizard.
Wizard, okay. Oh. There we go. What's our name?
McClunky.
What's our actual name?
McClunky. Mac Lunky.
Fine. So we're Mac Lunky.
Yep.
Generating story.
Mac Lunky the wizard.
Oh, speaking of fantasy, I also I actually read one of my Discworld books, Mort, which is great.
That's good.
You should check out Discworld. Discworld's great.
The Earth is flat, right?
Yeah, it's a flat Earth on the back of 4 elephants on the back of a giant turtle.
Yeah,
flying through space.
Mm-hmm. Just like the real world.
Just like the real world. So next quest, we got to find a magical spell book called the Book of Essence. Let's see what we got. You are Mac Lunky, a wizard living in the kingdom of Larian. You have a staff and a spell book. You finish your long journey and finally arrive at the ruin you've been looking for. You have come here searching for a mystical spell book of great power called the Book of Essence. You look around and see the ruins of a library. You see some broken windows and begin to enter when you hear a voice coming from within. Ah, a wizard, you hear the voice exclaim.
How does he know?
I would assume he saw me. Or us. So we can do, say, or change the story if we really want to, but let's just focus on doing or saying.
All right, ask him where the book is.
Yo.
Yo, bitch, where the book at?
The spell book at ? I bet using those words is not going to trip up the fucking AI at all.
Yeah.
Where the spell book at?
Yeah, always speaking broken English.
What? Okay. We broke it. You say, yo, where the spell book at? Yo, where the spell book at? You respond, causing the voice to shout with laughter. Oh, never mind. That's actually right. You search the library ruins and do not find the owner of the voice.
Yeah. Sicko mode.
Should I say that?
Ask him if he is a book.
Well, no, I can't find where the voice is.
Yeah, but is he a book? Like, is he hiding?
Are you a book?
Yeah. Is it just thinking now?
Are you a book, you ask, to which you hear the owner laugh once more. You look around and do not find any books, despite your best efforts. I am no book, young wizard. I'm going to say...
if you tell me where the book is, I'll suck your dick.
I'm going to say, shoot magic missile. At voice. Yeah, the problem is it has to load after everything you say because it's like actually trying to come up with it in fucking person.
Yeah.
You shoot a beam of red magic missile towards where you heard the voice come from. You hit nothing but the air. Aha, the voice exclaims, this time a little louder than before. Run away.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Nothing. Let's kill this bit.
You really want to kill it?
We'll do this another time.
All right.
When we have more time. I don't know.
All right. Well, thanks
we'll use
so
your
much.
actual computer because that'll probably be faster.
Thanks so much for listening, you guys. We'll see you next time, next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.